Hi everyone, this is the summary of the sermon from John chapter 5 that we had on Sunday. And in John chapter 5 we see Jesus heal a paralysed man on the Sabbath, but then he's persecuted by the Jewish religious leaders because he did it on the Sabbath. And I think that in the man who's healed, we're given a choice for all of us. The man is given a choice whether to side with Jesus or with those who are persecuting Jesus. Jesus says to him in John chapter 5 verse 14, "See, you are well again, stop sinning, or something worse may happen to you." And Jesus gives two reasons for his followers to stand firm when they face opposition, just like he did. In fact, Jesus is clear that his followers are going to face persecution like he did. He said in John chapter 15 verse 20, "If they persecuted me, they will persecute you also." And so what are those two reasons? Well, the first is this: Jesus gives life. That's what Jesus shows when he heals this paralytic. But in fact, the healing of the paralytic is just a sign. Just like all the other miracles in John's Gospel, it points to a greater reality, and that reality is the reality of resurrection life. As Jesus says in verse 25, he says, "Truly I tell you, a time is coming and has now come when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live." Jesus gives resurrection life, and that gives wonderful hope to all those who are following him and gives them reason to have that kind of public faith in him. Because as he says in verse 23, "Whoever does not honour the Son does not honour the Father who sent him." Speaking again of that public faith in Jesus. Honouring is a public thing. And so those who follow Jesus are called to stand firm with their faith in him, even when they face opposition. The second reason is because Jesus is the true judge. He has the power of life and death over everyone. That's what he says in verses 28 and 29. He says, "A time is coming when all who are in their graves will hear his voice," Jesus' voice, "and come out. Those who have done what is good will rise to live, and those who have done what is evil will rise to be condemned." Jesus has the power of life and death over every person that's ever lived. And again, he gives that as a reason to honour him, honour the Son, and so therefore be safe in the judgment and have eternal life. He shows that he is the true judge by actually turning the tables on those who are judging him and showing that in fact he is the true judge and they have no good reason for rejecting him. But he also gives a promise. In verse 24 he says, "Truly I tell you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be judged, but has crossed over from death to life." Wonderful resurrection life for all those who will hold firm to Jesus, a life that begins actually now as well. And so it's worth thinking, given that we don't face major persecution like many other Christians in the world, what are those little moments, those moments of awkwardness, those moments of relational tension and pain, when we are called to have a public faith in Jesus, but when it's hard? We've got a chance to talk about those now and talk about why it is that Jesus in John chapter 5 gives us reasons to stand firm for him.